So that's my dad's tent right there. Usually he just sleeps on a cot out in the open or underneath the tarp, but uh, my mom made him set up a tent this time. So, hi, Dad. You don't want to say hi?
No.
Okay.
So I wanted to take a break from doing my DIY videos. Oh god, this is going to be a hard video to get through. So, those of you that have been here before, I'm a DIYer. I do a lot of do-it-yourself projects on my truck, around the house, all sorts of different things. Oh god. The reason I have the abilities to do that kind of stuff is I got that from my dad. My dad was a mechanic. He was a mechanic for his whole life. He was working on cars and engines since he was 10 years old. And I got a lot of those skills from him. And on Monday, November 29th, my dad died from COVID. We were all really close to him. I have 3 brothers. We had 1 sister. We lost her almost 10 years ago. And so now this is really hard to get through. I mean, he was 69 years old, but so he wasn't that old. And I know that we all will most likely lose our parents at one time or another, so this is nothing special. I can't expect anything extra from this or anything like that, but still had so much that I wanted to do with him. I graduate from Embry-Riddle in 2 weeks, and he didn't get to go to that. I finished my flight training while he was in the hospital, but at the point that I finished, he was unconscious. So I didn't get to share that with him. I didn't get to take him flying, so he never got to fly with me. He was there the day that I soloed, so I appreciate that.
Good job.
Oh, he did good. Gorgeous.
I was just so excited. Like, one of the things I wanted to do when I got to the airlines, I wanted to be able to buy a bush plane so I could go out and just go camping right out of the plane. And I know that he would love to do that. He got to go camping with me this last year. I go every September for a week every year. And he doesn't always make it, but he did make it this year. And he was actually up there the longest he'd ever been. He actually stayed for like 4 or 5 days. So I'm grateful for that. But this is really hard. So I just wanted to show my appreciation for him and all the things that he's done for me. I wouldn't be who I am without him. From the time I was really little, I always remember my dad would get up early in the morning. He'd get us off to school, and then he'd go to work from 8 till 6. He'd come home at night, and he'd make us dinner, get us off to bed by 8, and then he was off to go and do service calls for other people. He'd work on their cars at their home, go and rescue people that had broken down on the side of the road. And sometimes he wouldn't get home until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, get a couple hours of sleep, and he would do it all over again. My drive has come from him. A good deal of driving a tow truck. I was working 60 hours a week or more. And it's just pushed me through life, and that's where my drive comes from, is from him. So, I mean, I've always associated, I don't know, for 20 or more years, I always thought of him when I heard the song Wind Beneath My Wings. And now, literally, now that I'm becoming a pilot, he's now the literal wind beneath my wings. I mean, he was the type of guy that everybody got along with. Nobody hated him. He was goofy all the time. It's just really hard, and it's going to be hard to get through. I just wanted to do this video to share him with the rest of you, and I mean, and strangely enough, a lot of people see it from the movie, but his name was Gaylord, and I never really thought anything of it in high school when the movie came out, and people were like kind of making fun of the name and stuff like that. They had no idea what my dad's name was, but it was very unique. And see, this is actually his work jacket. I was building a 66 Valiant. It didn't run, so it was sitting at their house for a while. And he had left his jacket in my car. And so when I finally got the car running, I stole his jacket and I never gave it back to him. And so I know I'm left wondering, and I can't change it, but I'm like, what if he had gotten the vaccine? Would that have changed anything? And I'm not doing this to try and push it on you. You have to make the choices for yourself. I chose to get it because I felt like if it helped us get back to normal quicker, then stick me. I mean, sure, whatever. I am not for the mandates, but my dad, a few months ago, my dad was in the hospital for blood clots. And so the doctor told him, do not get it. And now here we are. So I'm like left wondering, I'm like, well, he's dead either way, but if he had gotten it and he died from that, then we would have been like, well, what if he didn't get it? So it's just, we can what if all we want, but at the end of the day, he's gone. So I'm not trying to lecture you or tell you that you need to go and get the vaccine. You have to make those choices for yourself. I'm as guilty as anybody, thinking that it's no big deal and thinking that it's a mildly worse flu. But the truth is, I've never known a single person die from the flu, ever. I've never known anybody die from the flu. And as of right now, I know 3. My dad being the 3rd, and 2 people that I worked with at AAA have also died from this virus. So, but I wanted to share him with the rest of you and know that when I'm doing whatever in these videos, doing any project or whatever, know that I got the skills and the knowledge from him, and those abilities came from him. So yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Sorry to be such a downer.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. true. Of course I know I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, night, I can fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. 'Cause you are the wind